Welcome to another Sengoku Jidai battle. Although this match against Hammerkopf is not set during the Sengoku Jidai but the earlier Gempei War. So I have the Taira clan against his Minamoto, although the army lists I believe are virtually identical. So these play rather differently from the Sengoku lists. I also made it a small size battle, both because I'm trying to gear up for the next season of the Field to Glory 2 Digital League and clearing some matches, but also to reflect the smaller army sizes of this era. So we have the Honjing for both armies, and it's just the headquarters with a outsized route percent influence. Some mandatory infantry. These are Naginata Ashigaru, so they are some men armored instead of the armored of the later Ashigaru. That means they're more vulnerable to archery. They are heavy weapons, so no impact POA against cavalry. They do get 100 against infantry. And also, heavy weapon does not negate swordsman POA the way that spearman does. On the bright side, they are only moderately disordered in forests. So these are average warriors. We could also get raw varieties if we wanted. We have two mandatory Yumi Samurai. These are the same as the Sengoku era ones. We can also get Bo Ashigaru, which are basically the same, except that, again, they are some men armored instead of armored. The Sohei are identical to the Sengoku era ones, so they are unarmored, which is nice for making them cheaper, also vulnerable to archery. Finally, the cavalry is armed with bows, unlike the yari-armed Sengoku cavalry. Still, in Sengoku Jidai, charging cavalry get plus 100 POA against medium foot in the open. So these should still be okay in the charge. The battlefield, well, I'm match host, so I start down here. The Hammerkopf will start up here, which means we'll meet somewhere in the center. There's a lot of rice paddies surrounding this village. That's going to be infantry fighting. So with that in mind, I need to decide whether I want to use archery to try to wear him down or just invest fully in melee to push forward. I think I will largely invest in melee because it's cheaper. Average Sohei, the raw variety, I'm not sure if I want these guys running around panicking everyone. Naginata Ashigaru. The large units have resilience, but generally I don't like paying for the extra manpower alone. I will bring some cheap archers, just to try to goad him into an assault. 21 points remaining. Well, that's exactly one raw unit. I can't decide if it's worth bringing the extra cavalry. Maybe we'll drop one and grab one more of these Yumi Samurai. See how that does. Okay, here's our deployment. So in Sengoku, your command groups are automatically allocated, and allied generals only exert command over their own units. So I do try somewhat to keep the groups together, although the commander-in-chief does exert over all friendlies. I put him up front, so we should be in her full coverage at least for a while. Given the number of melee troops I got, the plan is more or less to just rush forward and charge, with a little bit of flank work by the cavalry in the open country here, if we get an opportunity. Right, let's see his force comp and deployment. Infantry, Yumi Samurai, lots of Yumi Samurai. Well, let's start trying to get everyone set up here then. Simple enough. Next turn. Oh, lucky? Yeah, keep that up then. We'll stay out of bowshot. At least try to keep the cover of this built-up area. Nope. Now let's just threaten the push. Stay out of charge range here. That would be best. Average, average. Yeah, why take an even fight when you can try to engineer an uneven fight though? Okay. Next turn. Ooh, spicy. Have to pull them out. Okay. Do we try to disrupt the archers or the infantry? Go for the infantry. Nope. Into the forest. We can face down a much more expensive unit here and just lock them in. I think I'll want... Maybe I don't want to waste a commander on that. In the meantime, let's push. It's our raw heavy weapon. Let's get ready to charge with one unit and engage in a shootout with this unit, which is presently disordered. Shoot back, withdraw out of bowshot. With some arrows, very good. This unit's disrupted, get right up next to them, and prepare to charge next turn. And we'll prepare to make contact in 2 turns. Hopefully these guys will rally soon. In fact, who's your commander? Okay, so that is the current situation. Next turn. That is highly unfortunate timing. Oh well, at least we get another disrupt and exchange. Who bounces? We bounce. Disruption. Alright, well, first let's frag these. Guess not. Charge in then. Hell with it. What have we here? Average, average, average. Average, average. Okay. If we charge here, we'll be disordered and they can counter charge us, but it's that or being shot at this point, so getting up there is another option. They hold firm. Now there is something interesting. That was not wonderful. Okay. Why don't... Yeah, that's fine. You zone in that cavalry so we can start charging. So we have mounted versus warriors, plus 100. Disruption, good. And here, unfortunately, we just need to move forward. I think we have to do the same here. It's not going to be pretty. And then pull the commander off the archers because they are perfectly safe where they are, and move into charge range. And that is the overall situation. Next turn. Delightful. Good. If we don't break, we should be set up for a nice flank charge. Six to 8, so who breaks on each side? Good. Does not cause a drop. Ooh. Oh. That's too bad. And they pursue out of charge range. Well, on the bright side, we can do that. And do we shoot what they're pursuing? So it won't do any good, so we'll charge. We can set up a flank here. It could be dangerous. If this unit breaks, then we could get flanked here as well. Maybe that's not worth it at all. I think instead we threaten multiple flank attacks like that. Give them a shove. They'll evade, but that's okay. It'll force them to turn before shooting again. Speaking of shooting, doesn't cause anything good though. Charge in. Still disrupted. Well, not much for this unit to do, but wait to rally then. And you, I suppose, hold in place, try to get a flank if they turn to face us. Next turn. Good. Too bad. Held firm. That's good. It's evened out now, though. Oh no. Oh, that's terrible. You're frag to get the hell out of the way. Thank you very much. Did we go for them? Or them? How are you? You're doing okay? Great. Intervene here. Next. Here. Great. Next. Turn. Rear charge them. Shut this cavalry off again. Good. Yeah. You might need to take one for the TO. Guess not. Help out here then. Or, alright, cool. Cool. Well, we can only hope that these disrupted units rally up soon. Next turn. Good. And good. Ugh. So I hope they hold out due to the large unit size combined with the being up 50 POA. Another disruption. We need a rally on some of these disrupted troops. That is exactly what we needed. And that. Perfect timing. So, first off, we hit the samurai in the flank. Hopefully we'll pursue into the rear here. In the meantime, try your best to hold the line. Maybe I should have fired first. Put the pressure on. Just hold out a little bit longer. Get the hell out of there. Right, we set that up. Perfect. And wheel around. Push through this forest, and soon we can start rolling up the whole line. You just shove them off again. It's fine. Good. Next turn. Close to victory. Ooh. Oh, that could, yeah, that's gonna make things a bit more difficult. Well, let's push towards the flank. Pin this unit in. And where can you even go? I guess also start working on the flank. Shove them off the map. Or, oh yeah, forgot. Now they're in the open. Well, hopefully we rally up. If not, at least they'll be distracted. I guess you're gonna go for this open ground here. Get that flank. Good. Alright, onward. Getting that GG. Oof. I do have a lot of units in rather poor shape, but it didn't matter too much. Break. And disruption. Very good. Ah, nice flank. Should boost our route percent. Yeah, 50. So, tactically, this was pretty simple. I won on one flank, mainly with rear charges by cavalry, and just started to roll the line. I think I might play some more battles set in this time period. It's a little bit different. It doesn't seem that different at first glance, but the cavalry having bows is nice because they can shoot back, but there's no spear infantry. So charging cavalry, even if they don't have an impact capability, they do get plus 100 against medium foot. And heavy weapon and swordsmen don't get impact capability against cavalry. So they're pretty powerful, actually. And on top of that, the bow samurai are identical to the Sengoku unit, but the Ashigaru have lighter armor than the Ashigaru in the Sengoku modules. So they have 16, which I believe in Field of Glory would be graded as protected, as opposed to the 33, which is armored. So that means that they're a little bit more vulnerable to disrupting from archery, and of course the cavalry also has bows. Now the infantry firepower is still less overall because there's no matchlock men, but yeah, I also enjoyed playing this on a smaller battle size. It was a small size battle, not tiny but small, and I think it's fitting for the less manpower that was available for these battles. So, a good game to Hammerkopf, and till next time.